channel. So today I am showing you 1 week, 1 palette video with the What's Up Beauty Dragon's Eye. I did ask recently, what's the palette you guys want to see a 3 looks 1 palette video on? And you all to this. And I thought, well, maybe let's just do like more than 3 looks. So I've actually done 5 looks for you. I've worked on this for over a week now, just like going into it. Obviously, I've taken a few days off where I haven't gone into it, but we have 5 different looks and I'm very, very excited to show you. Now, this video is super long, so hopefully you enjoy it. Instead of a voiceover that I normally do, I've kind of just like done 5 different get ready with me's. I think there is one where I'm not speaking to you, but the others I am, and I'm doing my full face and you're there with me. So hopefully you enjoy it. It's more like a sit down relaxing video. You want to watch me do my makeup 5 different times with the same palette. Hopefully there are 5 different looks, then this is the video for you. And then obviously I can tell you my thoughts at the end of the video. So hopefully you enjoy it. I'll see you at the end. Okay, here we are. Day 1. We are going into my lovely Dragon's Eye palette. So I've not been the biggest fan of this, but it's not like it's not gorgeous, because it really is. It's just that it's just very mid-tone. I think it's really good for the summer. So I'm gonna see what we do. I'm gonna try to do like a full week of this. I don't know. I'm probably gonna let go of other projects while I do this, but we're gonna try. Maybe we'll do like 4 days, but that should be enough. We'll have 4 different looks maybe potentially. I'll put some Beauty Bay eye base on, which is discontinued unfortunately. A lot of people were talking about that, and then I saw it's like been out of stock for ages. So yeah, I don't know if they're gonna come back with something different, or I would assume that it would make sense for them to come back with a different one or the same one. I don't see why. Maybe they'll just like change the packaging and everything, who knows. But I feel like I still have plenty left in here. I really don't use it that much. So yeah, anyway, what am I gonna do? The one that I really used the most is this one, because it was rolled in to a project, and I have done a little bit of a collaboration with this palette, but other than that I haven't really done too much else. So we're gonna try to do a cohesive look with just this one. I'm wondering, should I go purple? I think I'm gonna go more like pinky peach. Not that this is very peach. I mean, it kind of looks it looks quite coral actually. So I'm going to go into the shade called Breath. And we're just going to put this all over my crease and the outer V area. I've been really enjoying it this summer. I hate to say it, I've not wanted to do much filming, because I'm just like, I'm not wearing a lot of makeup. Like this weekend went by, it's a Monday today, and I didn't wear any makeup all weekend, and I feel like that's just how I want to be. The weather has been so delicious, and I feel like I've been starved. I feel like I've been starved the last couple of years with just how the weather has been where I live. Just a little bit iffy, but this year is it's just like typical summer weather, which is what I would have expected the previous years, and it's just been so nice. I think also because I have the extra time and the freedom to enjoy it, and I'm not stuck inside. I just want to enjoy it. It's like my first summer that we've been living here where I'm not working the whole summer, right? So I don't know. I might start changing my mind and freaking out when it's winter time and I can't enjoy the sun, and I'm less like, but then I can concentrate more on my YouTube channel and also all the other things that I said I was going to do. But I just feel like it's summer right now and I just want to take advantage, because I don't know what the summer is going to look like next year. Not like in terms of weather, but maybe I'll be working again. Who knows? Maybe I will be doing something completely different and I won't be able to enjoy it as much. I haven't really been wanting to wear that much makeup, quite honestly, but it's fine. I think I'm going with the right vibes. I have a little bit of a bikini on, so that's why I'm kind of like going pinky vibes, because obviously there's some pink on here. And I think I'm gonna go into Spikes, which is this, it's a nice like plummy purple. Just gonna, this here, And then, yeah, I guess we're going pinky purple vibes. I'm just winging it. So let me know if you guys have this palette. I'm doing this because you all voted to see this one next. And I'm surprised I haven't done a 3 looks, even though this might be more than 3 looks. I'm surprised I haven't done a 3 looks with this palette. I think I might go green, right? We have this one, which is kind of a greeny yellow. This is called Fierce. So you have that one, and then you have Fire. I mean, I think those would be stunning to put on this, right? We make it a little bit different. Maybe let's do that. We do have Myth as well, which is the pink one, but I feel like that's going to be that's too samey. I think we need to spice it up a little. We could use that a different day. I think I'm going to go into this one, which was the Fierce shade. And we're going to go right here. Yes. And then I think I'll put the other one more over here. I don't know. This is just how I figured things out. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But usually it works out, which is kind of surprising to me. Something like that. That's pretty, right? And then we'll go into, which one did I say? Fire. I'll put Fire here. Honestly, Fire kind of blends into that. Doesn't really look that different now. I swear I went into a different shade there. It doesn't look that different. That's interesting. They look very similar next to each other. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm just going back into Fierce. I just want this to pop a little bit more next to it. Maybe if I keep adding, they'll look a little different. Like this is more green, and then Fire does have like the undertone of it is red, but it has that sparkle that is blending into this other one seamlessly, because they are different, but I guess, I don't know, on my eyes, they have the same shift, right? They have that same gold yellow shift. It's just the under base is completely different. This one's green and this one's red. So they don't look too different on the eyes. I guess here though, you can see it's a lot more red there. I don't know if that's noticeable. It's not really that noticeable, but I'm not hating it. It's just not super noticeable, which actually might be good. Sometimes when you have a duochrome or like a multichrome on your eye, it can look a little strange. Oh, I'm loving this. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of my face. Should we just do this together? I think let's just do our makeup together, right? I'm gonna go into the Catrice Light Medium, and this is like more of a bronze right now for me. I really don't know how I'm doing my makeup anymore. I just like wing it. I don't do it the same every single day, but I have been doing this quite a lot the last week because I've just been enjoying these stick foundations. It's just not something that I've really ever had before. There, something like that. It just looks so silly. I swear it all works out in the end. It really does. Okay, so now we blend. Now we blend. Right? I think it looks a little, I don't know. It's fine. I didn't put any primer on. I should put some primer on just to get my skin going, but oops, I forgot about that. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll talk to you like every day. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I'm supposed to post a video today, so I'll just post one after this. Okay, we need some more bronzer, and let's go into the one that I'm trying to hit pan on, which is my Ofra. Yeah, I do. I like the eyes. Okay, let's use concealer. This is my ABH concealer that I'm trying to pan. Something like that. I'm just gonna go into my Pan That palette to do my eyebrows. All right, I'm gonna go into my Project Pan blush and also Project Pan powder, which is gonna be the Mitchell Eyelights. All Project Pan stuff, because we need to get some something going with that. I don't think I've hit many goals this month. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go with Breath, which is this one again, under my eyes. Not too much, but just a little. And I think I'm gonna go into this one again. I'm just gonna copy what I put on the top. And I think with inner corner, we're just gonna go into my What's Up Beauty. I mean, we're doing What's Up Beauty today. This is the Serengeti highlighter. This is Safari Sunset. There's like 2 shades in here. I'm going to put maybe the pink one or the pinkier one. Yeah, I think that's fine. Doesn't need to pop too much. I just want a little shine. I'm gonna put this around my face. Do mascara and then I think lips, and we're done for today. I think I'm just gonna go into my Rimmel London lip liner. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is called Blushing Nude, but everything is like rubbed off. I don't remember. All right, and then I think I'm gonna go into my Glamshop tinted lip balm. Keeping the pinky vibes going. Okay, I think that's the final look. I'm actually loving the way that this coral goes with that green. I think it's really pretty. I could have made like the outer V darker, but I kind of like how it stayed pretty light. I like this. This is pretty. Okay, maybe I will change my mind about this palette by the end of the week. We will never know until we get to the rest of the video. So let's move on to day number 2. Hey guys, it's day number 2 of wearing the Dragon's Eye palette. So let's get ready. Okay, I'm just gonna go in again with some primer. This looked really nice yesterday. I really enjoyed it actually. It was quite a pretty look. I wasn't expecting to do such a nice look. I don't know why, because this is not a bad palette. I don't know. Maybe it's just a palette that I only am going to enjoy during the summertime, right? I think it definitely is more of a summer palette for me, because in the winter it just looks a little harsh, but I think because I have some color, I can get away with these tones a little bit better. So anyway, I'm thinking purple, but maybe we can go into Fly. This is also a green, but it like shifts purple. So we might go into that one, which is called Scales. But I'm thinking let's do, or maybe we could do neutral, which would be boring. I don't know. Let's do purple, orange. Purple orange looks good. So okay, I'm gonna go into, maybe let's start off with the brown. I'm gonna go into Creature. And I'm just going to put this kind of in my crease area. This is quite a bit warmer than I was expecting, but it's fine. So, how is everyone doing? It's strange because I have decided I'm going to do at least 4 looks with this palette and stretch it out. And I hope you enjoyed this format, because usually I don't talk and it's all like I speed through this and I just do a voiceover, but I figured, you know what, no, let's just like do it in real time. Let's just do 4 different get ready with me's basically with this one palette. It's just like a week using the Dragon's Eye. Maybe I'll stretch it to 5. I'm not entirely sure, because I was going to post this video at the end of this week. I might post it next week. I'm just trying to be a little bit smarter with my time, because if I'm already going to be doing my makeup to film a video today, which I am, I figure for the week let's just film me using this palette. It does mean that I'm not using everything else, so it doesn't matter. All right, I think I'm gonna go into this matte over here, which is called Powerful. This is this really deep plum purple. I'm gonna deepen the outer corner. I don't know if these actually go together, but we're gonna make it work. And I do want to go into the purple shimmer called Monster as well. I'm not sure if I've really ever used that. So yeah, we're going all purple today, I think. But maybe we'll make it a twist. Maybe. So I posted a video yesterday with my yesterday's look, and you guys liked that look, so that's pretty cool. Honestly, I go into every look not really knowing how it's going to look. And so if I do a good look, it's kind of like, oh, good, it worked. And then if it looks a little off, it's like, well, it didn't work, but it's fine. At least I tried, right? It's all about trying and having fun. I mean, there are a bunch of purples, right? So I meant like this purple, but this is kind of purpley. And like I said, this is green and purple. I'm just gonna swatch those though. So this one is Monster, which is like the true purple. And then we have Magic, which is a duochrome. So it has like a pinky purple base, but then it has that blue shift. So there's that one. Then Scales is that green, but I swear this does have purple to it. I don't know, I'm gonna see. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? I think I'm going to skip on Magic because it's a little too pink. And I kind of wanted to avoid pink today. I want to lean more into the purples. So I'm going to go into this middle shade first, which is called Monster, which is this one right here. And I'm going to put this here. This is pretty. And I think I'll put the green right next to it, so that if we do see that shift, it will shift purple. But then also I'm gonna have purple and green together, which they're good contrasting colors, but it always reminds me of Halloween when I do that. Either purple with orange or with green always looks very Halloween-y to me. But a lot of people are probably already buying their Halloween decorations because, I just know that it's true. So it's just, actually, I kind of want to go into this one again, but I know I just used it yesterday, but I really do think that one would go with this purple really pretty. But I kind of want to use ones that I haven't used yet so far in this video. So we're going to go into the green, and then in the inner corner, we will lighten it up, I think, with the shade Fly. So it's going to be a little vampier today. I don't want too much of this, but something like that. You can see it kind of blends effortlessly into that other shade because it has purple already, which is pretty cool. I don't mind how dark it is either. We might pop something right in the middle. Maybe that one that I said I wanted to use, we'll do right in the middle here. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. What do we think? I think so. I think so. So I'm gonna go into, well, let me finish the look first. I'm gonna go into, wait, no. Let's do my face. Let's do my face because I feel like I'm going to want to put stuff in other places. So let me do the rest of my face. This is how I just like a little scatty at the moment. So I want to use a lot of my Project Pan items today, but I don't currently have a primer in my Project Pans. I'm going to go into my Essence Hello Good Stuff Pore Minimizing Primer because this is like a serum basically. And so I think it's a good way to just prep my skin for what's to come, right? So what are we doing? We're going back to the palette and we're going into Fly. No, let's not do that. Let's do my under eye first. I'm gonna go into my, I'm all over the place. It's like I don't know how to do my makeup. I don't know what I'm doing. Hello, my name is Gabby. I wing it every day. And that's about it, really. Maybe, you know, this concealer is not that bad. It definitely is better to use in the summertime when my skin is less dry. I feel like it's terrible to use any other time, but I've actually not hated using it since I rolled it into my project pan, which is kind of crazy. It's not an item that I would buy again because it's more negative than positive, but I actually don't hate it. Well, I know how to use it too. I just don't use too much. I mean, even so, I probably used a little too much, but I try not to use too much concealer because otherwise it just looks a little too heavy on my skin. Especially like where I put my concealer, I always just put it in my under eyes, and I have such a thin, I mean, we all have thin skin there. I have very thin skin, very wrinkly under eyes, which I've seen like pictures of me when I was younger, and I've always had like little wrinkly eyes, but obviously as you get older, they become real wrinkles, so it's not very much fun. I'm gonna go into the Made by Mitchell highlights because I am trying to hit pan in this. I told you I'm doing all my project pan stuff because I am actually filming my project pan today. And I feel like I don't have a very good update. Like last month was an amazing update, and this month I don't think I have anything to show for it. Oh no, I have one thing. I have one thing, which I kind of already spoken about, but yeah, maybe I have one thing to say, and that's about it. Now we can get back to the eyeshadow because that's what you're here for. We're gonna go into the shade Fly, finally. I would use this finger, but this nail is like so long. It's obviously gonna break at some point. I don't know, my nails are getting so long, which obviously is a sign of health. So that's good, but we're gonna use my left one, which I'm not as good with, so. Oh yeah, that's the vibe. Oh yeah, this is so pretty. I've actually hit pan in this shade. It's the teeniest pen, but I think it was, what, last year? It was fun to use. I always put it underneath. Okay, do a little bit more on this side. Oh, it's really difficult to use my left hand. That's pretty though. That is so pretty. Okay. I like it because it goes light to green to purple. Right? I think that's a really nice blend. And then you have the warm tone sort of aura around it. I think that's really pretty. Okay, cool. You know what, I'm not gonna I was gonna put something here, but I don't want to break it up because I really like this. I like this flow. I think it's pretty. So we're just gonna keep it like this. Maybe let me get like a pencil brush or just a really small one. Just be a little bit more precise here with this shade. And I think I'm gonna put a little bit of the dark purple under here, just a tiny bit. What is this? I have like green over here. Okay. That's pretty. I like that. I like that. That's pretty. I think what it needs is some eyeliner, like some in the waterline, right? So I can either lighten my waterline or I can deepen it. I feel like deepening it, but that's also a little too like going out. Maybe I'll just lighten it with my essence. I think I'm also going to put a little bit of the green underneath as well. I put a little too much. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Why did I do that? I'm going to go back in with Fly. Just lighten this a little bit. All right, I think it needs mascara. I'll do my eyebrows as well. Always go into my trusty Panda palette. Just never thought I would be somebody to do this consistently, but I have it's just like become a habit now. Gotta do my eyebrows. I've been converted after all these years. I still don't do that much and they're still not even and blah, blah, blah. And I know people can hate on them all they want, but it is what it is. Okay, let's do some blush. My Project Pan blush. Oh wait, bronzer first, sorry. Project Pan bronzer, which is the Ofra, which I probably will never hit pan on. Don't feel like I really need bronzer, but whatever. We're doing it anyway. Okay, something like that. And then my ColourPop blush, which if you know, you know. Okay, this is the look, but let's figure out lips first. And also, I kind of want to powder a little bit, so we're going to go into my glowish powder, and then I think we're going to go into, my Kiko highlighter. This is Light of Venus, and I want to go into this. Okay, lips wise, we're going to keep it neutral. I'm going to go into my Essence 8 Hour Matte Liquid Lip. I love these because unlike other liquid lips from the past, I feel like they really do nice, like almost like cushion feeling liquid lipsticks. That's why I'm like, I like liquid lipsticks because they actually feel nice on the lips. I think I'm going to go into one of my Maybelline lifter glosses. This is the shade Ice, so it's basically just like a clear. Just to zhuzh this up a little bit. And that is the final look. What do we think? I'm actually very pleased about this. That's like 2 looks now where I have loved it. Yeah, I'm very, very pleased by that. So bring on look number 3. But so far, I don't know, have I changed my opinion about this palette? I still think it's a very good summer palette. I think in the winter, I just need to avoid it. But I am loving these so far. Anyway, I'll see you in my next look. Morning. I've actually just been watching, I'm in the middle of watching Love Island on my iPad here. I'm still like a month behind. Thankfully the show hasn't ended and I still haven't seen like anything about anything. So I don't know who's still in, but I'm really enjoying it so far. We just in Castle more. So, you know, things are gonna get juicy. I don't know, not many people like each other, which is kind of interesting. But this is going to be our 3rd look using the Dragon's Eye. So I feel like I'm going to go into, I think there's a brown. Let's do some food shop today. So yeah, I think I'm going to go into Smoke. And I think we're also going to maybe go into Myth. And we're going to do something, or maybe this one, I'm not entirely sure. Or maybe just Fly. I don't know. I think I'm going to keep it simple today because I do need to pop out. It's very, very, very hot. So anyway, I might speed through this because I want to watch Love Island, and obviously you guys don't want to hear Love Island, but I kind of like, I don't know, clip it. I don't know how I'm going to clip it together, but I'll probably talk less in this little get ready with me because I'll be watching my show. guys, I think this is the look. I'm really enjoying it, actually. I don't know why I haven't enjoyed this palette more, because I actually have liked every single look so far. I'm feeling a little too glam to go to the supermarket, but it's fine. Yeah, I just need to buy a few bits and bobs and I'm looking very glam, but it's fine. That's just what we're here for. So anyway, I will catch you in my fourth look. Yeah, I'll catch you in my fourth look, which will probably be tomorrow. Good morning. It has actually been a week since I started this video. It's Monday again. Obviously, I've taken some days off, not worn makeup or worn something else, but we're doing our fourth look with this palette. I'm thinking that the only shade actually I haven't used yet is Myth, even though I said I was going to use it the last time. I think I want to go back into Scales and Fly, and this one over here, which is called Breath. So I think I'm going to do Breath, Scales, Myth, and maybe Spikes. Maybe I'll do something a little bit different today. I don't really know, because I'm wearing blue, or it's like a greeny blue, and there is no blue in this palette. But I kind of want to go green, so that's what we're doing. Just changed a bunch of my earrings as well. So I'm doing like mixed metal. I'm doing gold and silver. So we'll see how it goes. Usually I just wear silver all year round, but sometimes, you know, in the summer I like to put gold on because I think it kind of works with my complexion. Not that I look very tan at the moment. I do not. I feel very pale right now. Anyway, let's fix this face. So I think I'm going to go into, what do I want to use? I think I want to use my Essence foundation today because I just want to. So we're going to use the Catrice Soft Stick. This is the light medium. So we're going to go in and put this as like a little bit of a bronzer. All right, and Essence foundation. I don't actually know how to do my makeup. I change it like every day. It's crazy. All right, and we're just gonna go in with this, I think. Okay, I'm gonna do concealer. Gonna go with my EVH. Oh yeah, so I've been, as you know, watching Love Island, right? And I actually am enjoying it. It's not very lovey-dovey like it usually is, but I kind of enjoy it. I get so bored. Like, I know it's called Love Island, but I get so bored when people are like matched up and they stay together the whole show and there's no twists where they don't like break up and stuff. I love a little bit of drama. I'm a little toxic that way, so I'm not gonna lie. But I did like read, and someone did mention that they're like really mean this season, and they actually are. They really are. This is like mean girl era for sure. I don't know if it's just the way that younger people are. I can't imagine it, or I don't know. I think if it's an English thing, I don't know. I would hope not. I'm going in with my Essence Got Blush. This is the shade 40. I always find women really scary because they can be ruthless and really, really mean. And the women on the show are very, very mean. I do like some of them though, but I do think I would be kind of scared of them in real life. You know, like I would probably stay away from them. I'm just not about mean girl energy. It drains me. I've had obviously my own experiences with mean girls growing up and just in general how that all feels, and that is not a nice thing. That is not a nice thing at all. And I honestly, I'm not that surprised that the men are just not really finding the women all that exciting or attractive, because like men, I mean, some men like a mean girl, I guess, but for the most part, you know, it's not that attractive. If you're fighting with other women, you should be supporting other women, not fighting them, tearing them down, or being very, I mean, they're just very immature on that show. They really are. They really are. And so you kind of have to realize majority of them are young. They're not mature for their age, or maybe emotionally mature. They don't have a lot of experience, which is fine because that comes with getting older, unfortunately. But it's still entertaining to watch. So I have been watching that, obviously. I'm still about 2 weeks behind. I know a lot's happened. My mom keeps asking me because she's like all up to date, and I'm like, no, I'm not there yet. Don't spoil it for me, whatever. But yeah, that's been a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm gonna go into spikes, and I really need to clean all my brushes because they're just all filthy at this point. So it's not much fun. But we're going into this one, and then I'm gonna go into the peachy one, I think. I do need to film a video today. I'm gonna go into breath. So the video that I want to film today is my No Pan Left Behind. So basically it's all my ColourPop singles that I'm working on. And so I wore those yesterday. I didn't wear that much, but I think I have a pretty good update actually. I don't have too much left that I need to get through. So I think by the end of summer, I'm gonna make it my goal by the end of August to have that done. So I can finally roll in something else to work on, which I think will just be my other singles, to be fair, because they have been neglected too. But I think I'm going to do that. But yeah, I don't have to do a little bit of work today, like proper work. I'm not entirely sure if I'm working in August, to be fair. This might be my last paycheck for a while. I don't really know. It's like been so long overdue because I told them in September last year that I wanted to leave. And now we're almost in August. It's been a long time. Okay, I'm gonna go to scales. My nails are terrible. I just did them and it all came off. Okay, I'm gonna go into this one. I wish this one wasn't so dark. You know, this one's pretty, but it is a little dark. I wish it wasn't so dark. It's pretty though. I actually wore this as nail polish sometime last year. It was quite nice as nail polish. This is so much darker than I wanted for today. Maybe I'll go into Fierce. I'm gonna go into Fierce, and I'm going to put this in the middle. Something like that. And then we're gonna go into Fly. And my fingers are filthy. I'm being pretty like fast with this. I don't really know why. It's not like I'm in a rush or anything, but oh, this is so gorgeous. I want to go in right here. And it's everywhere, but it's fine. I'll clean it up. I just feel like these go down so much better when you use your fingers, but then you end up putting it everywhere like I always do. So anyway, I'm at the point, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but I'm at the point where Tony gets back with the guy that has been like fooling around with everybody. You know, oh my goodness. And so everybody's upset and angry and blah, blah, blah. So I'm at that point. So maybe like 3 weeks behind actually at this point. But yeah, there's just so much drama on that show. It's kind of fun. Okay, so I think I'm going to put my Essence eye brightener on just because it's a little dark and I do want to have some brightness in my eyes. I can't wait to watch the US one because I've heard the US one is kind of the same. There's like a lot of Mean Girl energy. And I think, because I watch it on ITVX and I have to use like a VPN to watch it. Shh, don't tell anybody. And I think the US one, if it's not already there, it will be coming soon in August because I know last year it came in August. So you bet I'll be watching the US version too, and I'll be enjoying that. I just like a little bit of trash TV every once in a while. It just is sometimes fun to see how the young people are. I sound so old. But you know what I mean? It's just fun to see how people flirt and kind of date because I haven't done that in so long, so I don't even know what it's like, you know? And I, like knock on wood, thank goodness, I don't have to deal with that crap because I don't think I could handle it. Okay, so we're gonna go into the What's Up Beauty Serengeti. This is the Safari Sunset. Just seems like the men are little boys and the women are mean. So I don't know. Maybe it's just always been like that and I've just been sheltered in a way, and I got like married off so early on in my life, which is a good thing. I got like lucky, I guess. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna put some mascara on, but I'm kind of liking this look. Just trying to, you know what I didn't do? I didn't go into this Myth shade. I've been trying to figure out how to use this shade and I still didn't go into it. Isn't that crazy? Maybe I can go into it under my eyes, and then for the final look, I'll try to figure out what to do with this, but it does have gold to it. It is a very, very interesting shade. I was gonna go into it today. I even told you, and then I didn't. I completely forgot. It's like a pinky gold. It's like one of these that I really enjoy. So I don't know why I'm not going into it. Yeah, it's pretty underneath. I'll just put it here, and then I think in the final look, which I'm going to try to post this video tomorrow. So I have like 5 looks with this. 5 looks with a 10-pan palette. 10-pan? No, 12-pan palette. It's quite a lot, but you know, this is somewhat versatile, this palette, and you can do different looks with it. I really liked, I will say, I thought about filming like hours after, but the look that I did that was all purpley, I think it was the last look that I did on here before this one today. It was gorgeous, and then I wore it all day long. I was outside in the sun, and I had wiped off like my face, but I left my eyes. And I have to tell you, like by 5 p.m. or so, it was still looking so beautiful. And that was like the hottest day we've had as well, I remember. I also went shopping, so I did quite a lot, and that eye look lasted. It didn't crease, which like I didn't put any eye base on at all, so these are not really creasing on me, which if you are somebody who creases a lot, which I actually do, like most eyeshadow creases on me, but I also don't wear like an eye primer or whatever majority of the time, so I think it's fine for me because I don't really mind. But I was out and about that day and it didn't crease on me, so I thought that was worth mentioning. But yeah, it even looks so beautiful hours after I'd done my makeup, so I was like, oh, hang on a minute. This is actually really pretty. I don't know why I have, like, I like What's Up Beauty, but I think when I ranked this palette, I ranked it pretty low in my eyeshadow rankings. And I just don't think it's a perfect palette for me. I wish there was something that contrasted more, but now that I've done all of these looks so far, I have actually enjoyed all of them. So who am I to judge, honestly, because this palette has been a dream to use this week. All right, so that's how we're looking. Lips wise, I don't actually know what I want. Thinking maybe I'll go Monica from Friends. This is the Makeup Revolution. Yeah, I think I'll do this one. Honestly, I never realized how peachy this lipstick is. It's so peachy. Okay, I'm going to powder because I'm very, very shiny. But yeah, let me know if you've been watching the Love Island US. I think it might even be done. And is it worth me watching? I think I'm probably going to watch it anyway, but is it fun? I think I kind of enjoyed last year's. Thought that was fine. I always like also seeing how different it is to the UK, because it usually is quite a bit different. And culturally, everybody's different to what you see on Love Island UK, so it's always a little bit more fun in that respect. that's the look for today. I don't know what to do with my hair anymore. This is just how it is until I do something with it. I don't know if I'm going to dye it dark or if I'm going to go back and get another balayage. I just don't know anymore. But I need to do something about it because it's getting to the point. I got some dry shampoo. It's getting to the point where I need to figure out something because it's not looking pretty anymore. Not looking pretty. But yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing anymore. So part of me wants to be like, oh, let's just go back to the red. I thought the red was kind of fun. Then like, I don't know. I feel like I'll probably do something for my birthday because my birthday's coming up in September. So I'll probably like treat myself to a hairdresser visit around or like, you know, around my birthday time. So we'll see. We'll see. It definitely needs to be done. I don't know if I can wait another month to get it done, but I feel like I want to wait till the end of the summer because if I go now, I'm just going to want like a summer look and then it's not really, I don't know. I don't want to keep going blonde, but I think I'm at that point where I'm either going to, like, if I do another balayage, it will go a little bit more blonde, I think, because I do have some blonde bits. Or I just go dark. But then if I go dark, I have to dye it so much more. So it doesn't matter. It's just one of these things that you have to deal with when you go gray at a young age. Anyway, thank you so much. I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. This is the look. I'll just show you up close. Pretty. It doesn't look that different from the other ones, but I'm not trying to do 5 different looks. I'm just trying. I mean, I am, but I'm also just using the palette 5 different days. So it kind of depends on what I want to use it for. So anyway, I'll see you in the last look. Morning. So it is the 5th and final look. I'm definitely going to go in to the shade that I have not gone into yet. I'm thinking I'll do Creature, Breath, Myth, and maybe something else. And that is going to be it. So let's zoom you in. I've just had a shower, so I haven't done my hair. I think it's going to be like 31 degrees today, which is very hot. So I don't want to wear too much makeup on my face. I'm going to go in with just my Essence primer. This is in my Shop My Stash. Probably mentioned that already in this video. I don't really remember. I don't remember. It is the next day. It's Tuesday, so I'm doing this over a week now. But yeah, I'm actually, this has been fun. I think I will do more like 1 week, 1 palette videos just because it gives you more of an impression maybe, or I don't know. I mean, you might not enjoy it. I think it's going to be a really long video. I haven't done anything towards it, but I think it's going to be a very long video. This is just the Catrice Soft Glam Fluid that I'm putting on right now. Yeah, I think this is going to be a super long video. So, hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, let me know if you prefer these like 1 week, 1 palette videos as opposed to like 3 looks, 1 palette, because I don't mind doing either one of them. I think both serve a purpose, but because this is like not a new palette and I've had it for 2 years now, I looked back at my spreadsheet and I got it in 2023, so I'm glad that I'm finally getting like quite a lot of use on it. I'm gonna go in with my Essence Juicy Melon Cheek Balm. I'm just gonna see how this looks without really anything else on my skin. Yeah, I just don't think this does anything. I know I said, oh, I like this, but I think I was lying to myself. I mean, I can see the tiniest tint, but is it worth it? Maybe I should use a brush with this. It really is not very strong. If it was stronger, I think it would be prettier. I mean, I'm starting to see it now, but it really doesn't have too much going for it. It's just a cute little product that I got swept away using. All right, let's try to get some of this shine. I have a little bit of work to do this morning, but that's about it. And then I think I'm just gonna be out. Might go to the beach today since it's gonna be so hot. I haven't done my book series video in a while, but I've just finished. I've read the Caraval series and I've read the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. So those are 6 books in total. I've just read all 6 of those books in the last couple of weeks, I would say. Jax, the Prince of Hearts. I am in love with this person. I'm sorry, I'm in love with this person. I mean, he's not a person, he's a character in a story, but I have fallen head over heels in love with him. And now that I've finished the book, well, like the book series, I feel heartbroken because I know I'm not going to have him back. So, you know, and my partner was like, well, just read the book again, because I've told him about him. He thinks I'm silly, it is a silly thing. I'm just going to go into, I've been using this bronzer a couple of times this week and I've been enjoying it. I told him, you know, I miss that character. And he's like, well, just read the book again. Oh, but it's not the same. Like, you know, like I know what happens. And honestly, I feel like the book, like he wasn't in the last book that much. I wanted more of him. I feel like that book could have been 600 pages. It was only like 300 pages. I feel like it could have been, I'm usually saying the opposite where a book is too long. I think that book could have been longer so I could have had more of that character and more of the pining and the longing and the wanting and all that. It just, it got to me. I'm sorry, it got to me. But yeah, maybe I'll talk about that and I'll do like a book video because I haven't done one in a while. It's just, they weren't very popular. I feel like the last one that I did, nobody really liked. I'm going to go into this Maybelline Soul Search shade. This is more, I think, the peachy one. I don't feel like they're very popular. I think some of you really like those videos, and then some of you, I mean, just don't watch them, which is fine. But I think personally for me, I need to post on my book channel. I have not posted on my book channel for months. And I read a lot of books and I have a lot of opinions about the books that I've read. I also was going to do the mid-year freakout book tag and I haven't. I've just been, I don't want to say lazy because I don't feel like I've been lazy. I've just kind of let it go because, you know, that channel wasn't really going anywhere. So, but it would be nice for it to go somewhere because I do like talking about books, but I only talk about books that I really, really enjoy. Like when it's really mediocre books, I don't care to talk about them. But yeah, I'm just so in love with this guy. Oh my goodness. And he's like a villain. He's like not, and in the Caraval series, he was the most interesting character. I didn't care about Legend. I thought, what was the guy's name? Was it Julian? I thought he was nice, but he's only really in the first book and then you don't really see much of him. But yeah, I didn't really care about Legend or Tella at all. And they were in the second and third book quite heavily. I'm going to go into, I'm just enjoying what I'm enjoying. So another What's Up Beauty product. Again, just going to use my finger for this. This is such a pretty highlighter. It's so pretty. So yeah, if you have read the Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber series, and there are other book series out there that are very similar to that, can you let me know? Because, or a similar character to Jack's Prince of Hearts where he is honestly like a terrible person, but he's also not. Like he's the typical wounded, you know, fallen hero, you know, with a broken heart, a broken past, you know, lost hope on really finding his happiness, but he also can't stay away. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm just like hooked. And it's also like a YA series, but I don't care. I was so in love with him. I don't really care. I know it's very problematic, the fact that he's like centuries years old and she's young. I know it's like super problematic, but oh my goodness. So in love with him. And I feel a bit lost. I finished that book 2 days ago and I've just been thinking about it, or just him, because it was like a comfort. What does it say? Like, but I know a lot of people feel the same way when they read a good book or like a series and then suddenly it's gone. Like, what do you do? I tried picking up 2 books yesterday and start reading them, but they just weren't the same. So I think I need to spend a couple of days just stewing on it a little bit more and not trying to dive into something else. I thought if I dive into something else, maybe it'll work, but I don't know. I don't think so. Anyway, let's go into this one. But yeah, let me know if I should keep posting on my book channel if you watch me on there, because I haven't like posted and I wanted to get back into posting regularly. Honestly, I should have vlogged the whole me reading that series because I had so many thoughts, but I didn't, obviously. And now it's too late because I read the whole thing, but I couldn't help myself. Usually I read a book and then if I have the series, I'll wait a little bit to read the next follow-up books. But I read all 6 of those books, and I reread Once Upon a Broken Heart because I'd already read that a few months ago and I loved it, but I didn't. Then I bought the Caraval series and then the rest of this series because I was like, well, I don't really know the history of this world. So then I read the Caraval, which is 3 books. And I'm glad I did because Jax is in those. He's in the second one and the third one, and he just makes it more interesting. I didn't mind Caraval. I thought it was fine, but I only think I gave it 3 stars or something. It wasn't anything special, but it was good to understand who those sisters were because they do appear in the Broken Heart series, or they're spoken about, and they do appear in the first book, and I had no idea what I was reading. So, and I understand more about the fates as well, because I did not understand anything going into that, but now I do. All right, so we've done that. Oh, I didn't even speak about it, but I went into Breath as well. I'm going to go into Myth, which is the shade that I have yet to use this week. We're just going to do, I think, just a pink. Yeah, just a pink look. It's very pretty, this. I think I've just been going into shades that are very similar to this. So I was just not wanting to go into it yet. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I think I'm just going to leave it super simple. I am going to go into my highlighter palette from Glamshop. So I'm trying to hit pan on all 3 of these. You can see it's happening. These are very, very soft. So I'm not surprised that's happening. I'm just going to put this in my inner corner because this is a pink as well. It's just a little bit lighter. So I think it'll work really well. But yeah, let me know if you've liked this 1 week series for sure. I know I've already mentioned that, but it would be interesting to know, or are you put off by the fact that it is such a long video? Because I can understand. I think I put all the clips together without editing them and they were well over an hour, but obviously I'm going to make sure this video is not an hour long. I don't know. I didn't want to just do voiceovers in this video because I just wanted to do my makeup, and I don't know how you see me do my makeup different days and how I either do it the same or I do it differently day on day. I don't really have like a set routine, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. I feel like the look that I did yesterday, I think the lipstick didn't really actually end up going with the look at the end of the day. I should have done more of a muted look, a muted lip, and then I think it would have looked a little bit better because I looked a little all over the place. All right, I think for lips, I'm going to go into the Essence 8 Hour Matte Liquid Lip. This is in the shade Pink Blush. Yeah, I think we're going pink today. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. Obviously, I haven't done my hair. I'm going to let air dry for a little bit. I also need to hop on a call, but I'll be back, I guess, with like the intro probably for this video and like my final thoughts. But anyway, here's the look. I did get mascara on the bottom. I always get it on this eye, I think. But this is the look for the last day. And I officially used every single shade. I've used some shades obviously more than others. I'm loving the look though today. Very like glam, especially with my hair like this. I feel like this is quite editorial. You know, if you go out like with the wet hair look. I could go to the Met Gala if I had like an amazing costume, maybe, potentially. No, it could be like mermaid chic. Well, this is not very mermaidy. Barbie chic. Why do you guys let me talk about nonsense? Honestly, I'm talking nonsense. Okay, I will see you when I see you. Bye. All right, I'm done. I've done my hair as well, obviously. But yeah, I have really enjoyed this palette. I really have. It's kind of opened my eyes to what I enjoy the most about it. I definitely feel like the second and the fourth look that I did are my least favorite looks. And I think it's just because I kind of went a little bit too dark. I went into this shade, and as much as that shade is quite pretty, I think it's just a little too dark for what it is for my liking, especially nowadays. For the summer, I kind of like lighter, peachier, pinkier tones, and that's what I've enjoyed most about this palette. Definitely have loved Breath, and I think the first look was one of my favorites, but I also love the purple look, and I love today's look as well, which is also another like pinky look. So yeah, definitely have liked the lighter looks that I've done with this palette, and I think moving forward, those are probably going to be the tones that I kind of veer towards. It's a shame because this is a very interesting color. It's just within this palette, you can see it is pretty, like it looks bright in the pan, but then when you swatch it out, it actually is dark. It flips, it has a, you know, a blackness to it, which is pretty. It has purple to it as well. It works really well with this palette, but I think just for my preference and what I'm liking at the moment, especially because it's summer, like I said, it's just not a shade that I've been enjoying, obviously, this week. Just going into it. I liked the looks when I did them. Like, they are pretty looks, but I think overall, like looking at all 5 looks, they're my least favorite for sure. But yeah, I've enjoyed this palette. This is definitely a palette that's grown on me. I got it because I really wanted this palette, and I ended up getting the other 2 palettes from What's Up Beauty, the Monsoon and the Geos, because they had the bundle. And I was really happy and excited to get it. But then once I got it, I thought it was quite in the middle in terms of, it didn't really, like, it's very mid-tone. It didn't really have the contrast that I really wanted. I'm going to be blinding you if I keep holding it up. It didn't have the contrast that I wanted. But now that I've done a 1 week, 1 palette video with it, I really do feel like I understand it a little bit more. And then there's definitely some gorgeous, gorgeous shades in here. I would say, I mean, the shade that I put on today is beautiful. Like this Myth shade, but I also love this lime green yellow shade, which is the Fierce shade. And then also this Magic shade is really stunning. I did that in my like purple look. Like it had, there's some gorgeous shimmer in here. And I will say that they don't really crease on me either, which compared to some other indie shadows, they definitely crease on me. And I have not been wearing any eye primer this week, and they haven't creased on me, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, that is kind of like my thoughts. This is obviously a really long video, so I'm not going to talk too long. I really, really enjoyed the palette. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up and let me know, do you prefer the 3 looks, one palette video where it's pretty short and there's music and more voiceover, or do you like this longer form? Or maybe I should do 3 looks instead of 5 looks next time. I just thought, you know, let's stretch it out. Let's see what I can do with this palette. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around, give me a little, what should we do? Give me like a moon emoji, right? I don't know. I don't know why. I'm not feeling very moon-like, but, or kissy lips. I don't know. something, just do something. Then I know that you stuck around. But anyway, thank you so much. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.